have never seen anything like this, ever.
In the afternoon on September 7th, 2024, Corporal Ty Simcox from the Colorado State Patrol pulled in between two barriers on the median of US 36, just outside of Denver. According to news reports, this was a known safe spot for State Patrol to park. Simcox pulled into the spot to do paperwork. However, it wouldn't take long for this uneventful task to abruptly turn deadly. With no time to react, Simcox was shot at by the driver of this slow-moving truck. One bullet hits the dash camera, disabling it. A bullet also strikes Simcox in his right forearm. Reports indicate that the first shots fired came through the back passenger side behind the officer's point of view. Looking closely, you can see the bullet exit through this seat towards the officer as the shooter drives by. Having been effectively ambushed, Simcox was not able to turn his body camera on right away. Acting quickly, Simcox calls for backup, wields his pistol and swings behind his F-150 patrol truck for cover.
Oh, who was that? Was that Ty?
This officer, Norman Aragon, quickly responds to Simcox's emergency situation. As it just so happens, Aragon is a new recruit who was recently trained under Simcox himself. As Aragon rushes on scene, Simcox rushed to the back of his F-150 patrol vehicle and armed himself with a handgun. However, using visual indications, the shooter appears to have pulled over roughly 75 yards down the road, and reports share he continued to fire at the officer from that distance, using a handgun. This prompted Simcox to run back to the inside of his vehicle to receive his rifle, which would be more accurate for shooting long distances. Notably, Simcox also flipped his sirens and lights on. This action automatically triggered the rear, dash, and body cameras to begin recording. The loop recording feature utilized in police cameras allows the camera to recall moments before the officer starts recording, allowing us to witness the shooting even after parts of the dash camera had been shot.
Shots fired. I think the suspect's down. Highway 36, big entry.
On my way.
Shortly after Simcox retrieves his body camera, an apparent citizen who was driving by pulls over to assist.
I'm shot! I'm shot! Come here! Come here! Come here! You see what the happened or what? What can I help you with? Tighten that lamp. Yeah.
Here, the civilian helps Simcox apply a tourniquet to his injured arm.
Hold on, stop. I messed up.
My name is...
That guy down for?
Yes, now my wife has got a gun. She's...
Son of a ambush!
My wife has got a gun. She's... Keep an eye on that person! Get my gun!
Hey, no! Don't get your gun out! Do not get your gun out right now!
Don't.
We told you we're going to stop the girl on the ground.
The suspect lays on the ground, excessively bleeding and seemingly unconscious. Simcox's return fire hit its target.
Hey, put the gun away.
Hey, are you a cop or what?
The handgun used by the shooter is seen laying on the ground.
I got it.
Bitch! What's your problem?
I got it.
Are you done bleeding? You good? Okay.
Stand back.
Get him in cuffs.
Okay. I got him. Cover me.
The officers handcuff the suspect and then check on Simcox's condition.
Hey, we told you I got one in custody.
This is my holster. What do you need to check? Okay, let me see. Check. I got him. Get my uniform off. I got him.
This officer removes Simcox's uniform to check for any potential additional injuries. This step will also help save time for when he is medically treated.
Piece of shit. Make sure nobody else is hit, guys.
Let me see.
Okay, let's get my...
Let me get your vest off. I'm checking them out.
Check this out.
You're good. You got a shot at that.
Hey, let's go.
You're good, bud.
Let's go. You guys flip around. Go flip around.
You want me to take your hospital?
Yeah, take the hospital.
Officer Aragon sprints to his cruiser on the other side of the highway to transport Simcox to the hospital.
David 27, I checked him out. He's only got one shot on the right arm.
Okay, shot fired. R23's been hit. He's okay. Conscious breathing in the arm. Suspect is down. CPR in progress. Goes by the captain.
Thanks, Nancy. Go.
Part of the weekend.
On their way to the hospital, officers on scene discover more than just Simcox's body camera.
Oh, he's leaking. This is where he was leaking it.
Oh, the tie got hit?
Yeah.
I would leave that there for now. Let's just
Leave the rifle?
Let's clear it. Probably want gloves for that.
It's Ty's blood. I'm not super worried.
Let's just see if he has any right here.
I know.
I mean, just so we're not touching it.
Probably don't. Does anyone have like evidence flags? Where's this piece?
The situation caused the highway to be shut down for hours so police could properly gather evidence and clear the scene. During that time, a press conference was held to discuss what happened.
I'm Brian Mason. I'm the district attorney for Colorado's 17th Judicial District. Anytime an officer, and in this case a trooper, is involved in a shooting, the agency that trooper belongs to or that officer belongs to is separated out from the investigation, and we have an independent investigation conducted by our Critical Incident Response Team. That's the Critical Incident Response Team for the 17th Judicial District. It is made up of law enforcement throughout Adams and Broomfield counties. I've been to many scenes involving officer-involved shootings, and they are always tragic. And we always do an independent investigation. But typically, before an officer ever fires his gun, there's some kind of lead up. There's some kind of warning, whether it is a traffic stop or whether it is responding to an ongoing crime. This trooper had absolutely no warning whatsoever. He was ambushed. There would be no reason for this trooper to ever anticipate that one of those vehicles would slow down and unload his gun into the trooper's vehicle. The fact that he wasn't killed, to me, is, yes, miraculous. And I just walked the scene and saw the shell casings on a highway that has been completely shut down. Again, an experience that is unlike any I've ever had in my career. The number of shell casings suggests that this was a shootout. I think it's highly likely that a bullet struck another vehicle. And again, it is miraculous to me that nobody else was hurt.
Reports at a later date indicate at least one bullet struck another vehicle. It is not currently publicly known which gun the bullet came from.
My name is Colonel Matthew Packard. I serve as the Chief of the Colorado State Patrol. I will tell you very directly that our member was targeted today by a man that intended to kill him. And that is shocking and unacceptable. But our Colorado State Trooper responded appropriately and swiftly and courageously, and he won today. That's what good does. Good and courageous people win over evil cowardice. And that's what happened today on Highway 36. He looked at the face of evil and responded appropriately.
Weeks after the incident, Chief of Police Colonel Matthew Packard held another press conference to bring further transparency to the situation.
I believe, based on current information, that Corporal Simcox was a target of opportunity. I think this shooter saw a patrol car, and that's the one he decided to take shots at. I am pleased to share with you, Corporal Simcox continues to recover. I could not be more proud of that man. We expect a full recovery as he continues to come back for this. He did send me a statement that I'll read. I feel extremely blessed that I am alive, and I'm very thankful for the support and prayers from everyone.
You know, when you see Simcox fire multiple times with his rifle right there next to his vehicle, clearly toward the suspect, I mean, you're in an area with moving traffic and other people. I would imagine clearly he's not just firing at random. He had a very targeted approach, but can you speak to what that training is when you are in a field of moving vehicles, but also bystanders and people?
I appreciate the question. So when we teach firearms, in fact, every time we're at the range, we go through the firearm rules, and one of those is to be sure of your target and what is beyond. And as you're taking aim and firing your weapon, that you're accountable for every single round that leaves that weapon, and then to have a backdrop that you're comfortable that it's safe to fire upon. And I can't speak specifically to how that analysis went with Corporal Simcox. Following his training, he would have been aware of that, what was beyond. When people see a state patrol car, whether it's in the center meet of Highway 36 or on an overpass in rural Colorado, that people tend to drive better. And that's really what the mission of this organization is to encourage safer driving. You can't just pull back and hide at the office. We have to be out there to provide the service that we provide. And I will tell you this, as I left the police department to head back to our office that night, what I heard were state troopers making traffic stops and working. And I tell you what, that's incredible to me. Their supervisor was just ambushed, and they all knew it. At the end of the day, this is a risky profession for a lot of different reasons, but the folks that come to this line of work do it on purpose. So am I concerned? Sure I am, but I'm also very confident in the training that happens here. and so our folks can be ready for this.
While there are plenty of rumors circulating around the shooter, now deceased 32-year-old Victor Anthony de Santiago, there are not many confirmed facts that surround his motives behind the shooting. Victor was born in California and was a longtime resident of Colorado. According to news reports, he has an extensive criminal history, which includes over a dozen charges. The charges include assault, criminal mischief, DUI, domestic violence, menacing, drug-related charges, and others. The State Patrol also mentioned he had a criminal record that also extended to when he was a juvenile in 2009.